talk you through this burden you hold. You don't have to hold it back. Together we will fight this fire inside. So come into this place we have, where we can share everything. It's talking therapy. Where we can talk. It's talking therapy. Where all your bodies stop. It's talking therapy. Are you ready to talk? Ready to talk. Ready to listen. Ready to listen. Yeah, we don't judge. We don't judge. We are on a mission. We are on a mission. Are you ready to talk? Ready to talk. Ready to listen. Ready to listen. Yeah, we can share. We can share everything. It's talking therapy. Ooh, where we can talk. It's talking therapy. Where all your body stops. It's talking therapy.
This is Blast.
All right, good morning still. It is 19 minutes past 9 a.m. this beautiful Tuesday morning, the 30th day in the month of December 2025. And it's still the Blast Rise right here on your generational radio, Blast 98.3. It is time to talk therapy. It is time to talk therapy. Every Tuesday like this, we talk therapy. Dr. Michaels is always here with us to do that. Good morning, Dr. Michaels.
Hi,
How are you doing?
very fine.
Last Tuesday of the month, how are we feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling cool.
You said it like bleh. I mean, what about it? What about if it's the last Tuesday of the month? There's no feeling,
Just a feeling of gratitude.
gratitude. That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know. For some people, I think that they probably will feel anxious, nervous about 2026 starting up. For me, I don't know how I feel yet because I'm like, oh, it's just going to be another day. It's just going to be another day, literally. That's what it's going to be like.
Yeah, yeah, because the sun completes. Is it the earth complete the movement around the sun or something for 365 days?
Yeah.
And it's quite a remarkable movement. And so usually we're in a timed world, and so it's always very good to use time to get to measure your movement.
Okay. Okay.
So 365 days would be a very good way to say.
I mean,
okay,
it's nice. I'm just going to miss 2025. I was one of the people that were like, can you just pack up? Can you wrap it up and go? But 2025 seems like such a significant year. I'm going to miss it anyways, but we have to move. We have to move forward. So we're talking lessons. It's the last Tuesday of the year, not just the last Tuesday of the month. So the year has wrapped up quite, I don't know if it wrapped up nicely for everybody, but we're going to be talking about some lessons. But before we go to that, there's something I want us to talk about, and that's about something that happened yesterday. So yesterday was quite a dark day because there were so many stories, unfortunate stories going around. And there's this particular influencer that took his own life. He had scheduled a post to talk about him taking his life after his death. So people were only seeing it after he had passed away because you can schedule that on Instagram. You can schedule a post. So he had scheduled the post and people were like, oh, can we check on this person? Is this person fine? Only for his friends and family to confirm that he's lost his life. He is not even alive. He's passed away. So I want us to talk about, I want us to talk about that. Talk about,
Right.
Mental health. Because according to him, he feels like this is it. This is done enough. He can't do anymore. And people would always tell you, oh, suicide is not an option. But it's easy to say that. It's easy to say that to somebody, but it is not easy for the person that you are saying it to
Right.
to know that it is really not an option that they should take. So
Right.
I want us to talk about that.
Okay, so I'm so sorry to hear that. I didn't even know that. Like, suicide takes place when you give up on yourself. That's what happens when you give up on yourself. And that's why we are trying to encourage people to get to know themselves. When you get to know yourself, you will get to like yourself. The people you don't like them because you don't know them.
Okay.
But the day you get to know them, you get to like them. There's this real life story of when I was in 20 level medicine. I was brought up in a typical African home where they say cats are not
Evil.
Yeah, evil. So I've always looked at them that way. Then cats came. I was coming from class, and then a cat was gave birth to a baby kitten at
Yeah.
right in front of the door, and I saw how vulnerable the cat was, and that day changed my view or perspective of cats. And so the day we get to know people, we get to see how vulnerable they are. You understand?
Yeah.
And then from there you get to see that, oh, the more you see how vulnerable people are, the more you will love them.
The more you see how vulnerable people are, the more you love them.
And
But what's the role that we can play? Because there's some people that you never know. Because I mean, just like people would say, oh, it was lively, it was this, it was that. What role do you play when you see like a friend or somebody that you know, somebody that you like that's going through something like that, and you know that they are moving towards the point where it feels like they want to give up on themselves? Because you say it's when you've given up on yourself. What can you do? Because it always feels like you can't really do anything because they've made up their mind. So what can you do differently in that?
no, you can't give what you don't have.
You cannot give what you don't have. Okay?
So except if you have also developed love for yourself, you won't be able to say anything or do anything that will change the person's mind.
Okay.
Because in the journey of loving yourself, you are going to see how vulnerable you are.
In the journey of loving yourself, you're going to get to see how vulnerable you are.
Remember I said, when you see how vulnerable people are,
you get to love them.
So when you, in the journey of loving yourself, you're going to see how vulnerable you are too. And that breaks you in a positive way. And so it is that story of your love for yourself that you will eventually talk about that will change the person's mind.
Okay.
So if you have never commenced that journey, you won't be able to give anything. You won't even be able to notice that there's something wrong with that person.
All right. So now let's get into such a gloomy conversation, but it's a conversation that needs to be had.
Right.
Because more and more of it's happening, some that we don't get to hear about. It was because he had written, a post to talk about it before his death, and then the post was published after his death. But so many people take their own lives, and we don't get to hear about it. Do I know myself? I'm getting to know myself. That's what I would say. I'm getting to know myself by sitting with myself and observing something. So I've realized that once you spend time with yourself, you are able to. So, that sometimes that you feel like you just want to be around people all the time. And I think that it's okay to take a break from being around people all the time to just get to like connect with yourself, see yourself and in ways that you react to things. Because I used to think that, I was a certain type of person. And I think one thing that this year taught me, one of the things that it taught me definitely was to know that I am not entirely a good person. I'm not entirely good. I used to think, I was such a lovely, good girl, well behaved.
Where's the bell?
The bell is not here. But yeah, this year taught me that I'm not entirely a good person. I was like, wow, that is very... So I had to sit with myself. I'm like, why do I act the way that I act? What is this? So I had to like come to an acceptance of that. So I'm getting to... For me, it's a process. Because the more I experience things, the more... I can't react to things that I've not experienced before. So I don't know that part of me. So I feel like I'm getting to know myself. That's what I'll say.
Are you missing Daniel?
Am I missing Daniel? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But maybe by tomorrow, maybe by Thursday, when I'm having to like put songs and I'm like, oh my God, I already saw when I'm talking, I'm like, oh my God, nobody's here to continue the conversation with me. So
right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I tagged you on Twitter. Did you see it?
Oh, you did? Oh, I don't check
Fire Girl.
I don't check it as much. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about that. That actually used to be my radio name before.
When I saw your Twitter and I said, Fire Girl.
Yeah, that used to be my I felt like I was on fire.
There's even something after that Fire Girl.
Fire Girl Ibadan.
Yes, Fire Girl Ibadan.
That's it. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. I don't know why I've not changed it. I don't use Twitter as much as I used to before. But before I used to be very active on Twitter. But not
right.
After that ban, I just got very uninterested.
Oh yeah.
I just got very uninterested. Interest. Yeah, I lost interest. So I don't really use it as much. So let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the lessons from.
So I tweeted the lessons.
Okay.
So I tagged you.
Okay. I don't think I've seen it though. I don't think I've seen. No, this is my. I don't think I've seen anything. Or maybe it's the network. Okay.
Or we can go to my own handle.
Okay.
At Dr. Michaels.
Doctor as in DOCT.
Yeah,
okay. Dr. Michaels. Okay, found you.
Okay. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, found it.
Yeah.
All right. I think should we start from number 5?
Yeah, anyone.
Okay, so we're gonna start from number 5. You were created to lead life and not vice versa. You were created to have life at your mercy and not vice versa. That's number 5.
Yes.
Okay.
And it has a complete the next tweet, I think that's not the completed.
Okay, so not to wait for what life would do, but to lead life into doing what you want. Okay.
So yeah, there's this stuff about, women are always looking for. I'm always using women because we really need to study women.
Okay, you're fascinated by us.
Because the model you guys follow or are following, like, is the model we're supposed to follow in life. As a matter of fact, so a lot of people, so women want to be led. That's why you guys just give us green lights. You want us to take the lead. So women give green lights because men are always wondering why is that you guys don't take initiative, like lead. But the reason is because you guys want your men to lead you. The same thing too. Like many people many people wait on life to be able to determine what happens to them instead of taking the lead in their lives. So the most important thing to do is to take initiative and take the lead. Not wait for what life will do, but what you will do to life.
Okay.
Not wait for, just the same way you don't wait for women what a woman will do, but you are going to look out for, you're going to articulate what you want her to do. So you're going to articulate also what you want to happen in life. You don't say, okay, you are looking for a job, but your conversations, the words you articulate, your terror, they are not aligned with the job you are looking for. You want to study a course in a university, and you are saying any course will do. So you want to be able to take initiative. You want to be able to articulate what you want. So that means that you have to be clear. In fact, there was one day I was going to tweet that, I don't think I've tweeted it yet, that to be able to lead a woman, you need to know what you want. True or false?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not leading women. I do not know. But I feel like to be able to just be in a relationship, you should know what you want. Now, of course, I don't want to be with somebody that does not.
Do you know that we don't know what we want as men?
Why won't you know what you want? So what are we doing?
That's why we are wicked.
What are we here for?
Are you know?
What are we here for?
This is not your
I know what
part.
I want, so I am going to expect that you know what you want as well.
Women don't really know what we want.
Well, I guess. Well, okay. Well, continue.
So that's why it's very challenging to lead a woman in a relationship
if you don't know what you want.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what that tweet is trying to say.
Okay.
That you don't you make sure you are not at the mercy of life. Life is meant to be at your own mercy. You don't wait for what life happening to you, because there's nothing like that. You make sure you lead life.
Make sure you lead life. Okay, so number 4 is very similar to what you just said.
Okay.
You said life is feminine.
Yeah.
Women want their men to lead them. Life wants you to lead it. Life only responds or reacts to you. Women only react or respond to their men.
Yeah, exactly. So life is feminine, and it's as we enter into 2026, it's very, very important that we are very clear about what we want the next 12 months to be like.
Okay. So you also number 3, those who are healthy, rich, successful in any aspect of life neither have 2 heads nor do anything extra, but knowingly or unknowingly program their mental health to create the exact physical experiences that they want. Okay.
So there are different people. Many people think that, maybe Dangote has 2 heads. Maybe,
yeah, but maybe he does. Maybe he does.
He has 2 heads.
Maybe he does have 2 heads. How do you explain that? How do you explain? Maybe he does have maybe he has more than 24 hours in a day too. Just maybe.
But the secret is in that way. Like, you need to see how successful people talk, then you'll be amazed. You need to see how successful people think, then you'll be amazed. You need to see how healthy people think, and then you'll be amazed. So it's all about, these guys get to program their lives or their mental health to be in alignment with what they want. So the question now is your mental health, that is your tower, thoughts, emotions, words, action. How aligned are they with what you want?
How aligned are they with the things that you want?
Like if you look at 2025, for example, look at all the things you were able to achieve. Take a look at them again. You will discover that you were very clear about what you wanted. And that was why you were able to achieve them. And then look at all the things that you weren't able to achieve. You discover that you weren't clear about them.
Okay. So you have to be very clear about the things that you want to program your mind to work towards it.
And the clearer you are.
So you're saying that if I program my mind, that me and Dagote will be in the same group chats.
So you will have to be clear about what you want. Once you are clear about what you want, all the things you need to do to achieve that thing will start coming
will come to you.
Like, for example, if you are clear that you want to go to school of aviation or you want to have an aviation business, then you will start Googling about what will it take to have an aviation business. And then you start attracting information from Google, from people around, even friends that will start giving you information about what you want. And I know you have been saying, okay, my family members, they don't like me. My friends, they don't be giving me information. How can they give you information when the giving of information is going to be activated by the clarity of what you want? The clarity of what you do. So the clearer you are about what you want, the more you will be able to attract information, resources that will be in alignment with what you want. So how clear are you? So as you are doing oblé, you need to be very, very clear about what you want. How clear are you? And if you are not clear, you can see a professional a mental health professional to help you in clarity, or get a friend to just talk about your life in the last 25 years or and then what you hope to do in 2026.
Okay, so you have to be very clear about the things that you want. When you're clear, what you need to do will come to you, and then you'll be able to get them done.
Yes.
But what if, because I mean, what you need to do, it requires a lot of strength to get things done. Sometimes not necessarily, I think the emotional strength is what will affect you physically. So how do you now do? Because you see that, oh, these are the things that I need to do. But where do you tap the strength from?
Yeah, the clarity gives you strength. Have you noticed that when you are telling everybody, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Then they now send $100 million into your account.
Tired kid. We're very energized.
So that strength, where did it come from?
From $100 million.
From your mind.
Came from the $100 million. Simple.
The effect
Easy.
of $100 million on
my
your mind
is why.
Because there are people who have $100 million and they are not strong. So the effect of $100 million on your mind. So the strength will come from your mind. So how clear your mind is, because our bodies follow our minds.
Okay. Our bodies follow our minds. So if your mind is not clear, your body safe.
You just wake up. This day, today, well, this nation safe. It's because your mind is not clear. But the moment your mind is very clear about what you want, and then how to be able to get there, clarity also means the steps will be you will start seeing the steps in bits rather than in huge steps. And then you start seeing how you can actually then you won't see people come up into 2026 start saying they have 10 goals.
It's too much.
10 goals.
Is it too much?
At least what I recommended last year, this time last year, was just have like one goal or two.
Okay.
Every other thing,
why not 10?
Every other thing will fall under sub goals.
Okay. So you have like the main goals.
Yes.
And then you have like the sub goals. You're like, what exactly do I want to achieve in 2026? $100 million. And then the other thing is, okay, after I achieve that, I'll buy car, I'll buy house. That's the sub goal. Okay. Noted.
So you first of all type, how do I get 100 million?
How do I get $100 million? Let me even see what Google
you'll come up with. So it's very clear when you have just one. Imagine you going to Google every day in 2026. By how do I want to say, like, in a playful way?
Yeah.
Do you know that one day you will come across an information that will give you, that will land you into that, and then maybe we won't see you again in Fresh FM. Sorry, Black FM. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well,
but if you now have 10 goals, how many will you now ask Google?
How many are you going to be able to dedicate your time? So today is actually National Resolution Planning Day.
Right.
So today is the day to, like, get your New Year's resolution, because we know that every year people are always thinking about the fact that, oh, I have New Year's resolution,
Right.
yada yada yada.
Right.
So today is the day to actually. So I think that it's a good time to talk about this. But to get $100 million, what Google is telling me is that I need to build a scalable business, tech startup, e-commerce, high value B2B services, create significant digital products, courses, media, or make high risk, high reward investment.
So at least now you have taken the first step. So now you will now start asking yourself, you now start asking yourself questions around those areas. Do I have interest in tech or all these areas? If Google is not giving you the right stuff, you know that there are many materials under Google, then you can start asking people. By the time you spend 6 months asking questions about how to make $100 million, I can assure you that within those 6 months,
I will make $100 million.
No, the idea.
I thought you were going to get to the part as well.
No, the idea will be so clear. And then you spend the remaining 6 months
making the $100 million.
Making it, or laying a very, very solid foundation.
So making it. Okay.
And then 2027 will just be the year
of the $100 million.
But you have already laid
the foundation. All right. Okay, number 2, physical reality is overhyped. It is a servant to your mental health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Physical reality, our 5 senses, is overhyped. And it's the funny, what makes it not a healthy thing is that we tend to assess things based on what we see. And so if we don't see it, then it's not real. And okay, so what is in my bank account? So if the money in my bank account, so the money in your bank account is not going to determine how you feel. And that shouldn't be the case. How many outfits you wear is going to also determine how you feel. And that shouldn't be the case.
So what should be the case?
How you feel.
How I feel should be what determines your reality.
Yes.
But if I'm feeling bad because what is in my bank account is not making me feel good.
So your bank account is where it is because of the way you have been feeling.
Because of the way that I'm feeling.
Cumulatively, you have been.
Okay.
Cumulatively.
Okay.
Over time. So can you change how you feel? And that will also mean you trying to also censor the kind of information you get yourself exposed to, because the information you expose yourself to will also determine how you feel. So like now, I didn't hear the news of the suicide stuff.
Yeah.
So it didn't affect my feeling. But anybody that saw that or heard that would not feel good.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that the information you expose yourself to there are things that help you feel good and in a healthy way, not in a temporary way. So I'm talking about healthy information.
Okay.
And there's only one information majorly. Shall I tell you?
What's that?
About yourself.
Information about myself.
Look at the day you discover that you are a wicked person.
I did not say I said not necessarily a good person.
When you said not necessarily a good person, what came to my mind is that you're a wicked person.
It's not.
Are you sure you're not a wicked person?
I'm not a wicked person. Do you think I'm a wicked person? I'm not a wicked person. I'm very good. Very, very nice.
So if you're not a good person, then what?
I'm not necessarily. It's just the same way that I'm not short, but I'm not very tall.
Okay.
I'm not short. I don't want to associate myself with that.
Okay.
So yeah, I am not necessarily a good person, but I'm not wicked.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So like look at how freeing that was when you discovered that, okay, I'm not a good person. Then you started looking at other things. Oh, okay, so I need to work on this, I need to work on that. So we're still going back to one the one and only most important information in life, and that is myself.
Okay. So, but how is it that because I feel like it's avoidant for you to say that, oh, I'm not going to be looking at what's happening. You can hardly avoid some certain things. For example, my line of work, I have to like be updated with things that are going on. So it means that there are things that I cannot avoid. It means that if somebody is, I mean, for example, in the papers this morning, as much as there's been a lot of fight against like the insurgency and the insecurity that is happening, there are still people that are losing their lives. In Zamfara states, during Christmas, after Christmas, there were people that lost their lives. It's now that they had like an airstrike to actually kill those people off. The bandits that attacked some of those states. They're in Sokoto, they're in Cross River, in different states in Nigeria, even in Kwara states. All every day I get to see. I cannot say that I'm not going to look at it because
Okay, you guys on radio and TV, you guys don't have a choice. This is where you work. Okay, so after reading the news and all those traumatic stuff, you have to take some time out.
Okay.
Not just go and eat
Okay.
or just take some time out to do revision technique. Like, and the first step is you should by now should have a particular statement that calms you down, that calms you.
$100 million.
So, like, oh, I'm great, or I'm good, or I'm awesome. Any of those lines that calms you. So immediately after reading those the headline news, you get a room, and then you say that to yourself over and over again. That calms you down. After a while, you will have a nudging in your mind, and then you will change whatever news you read out, and then convince your mind of an alternative or the direct opposite of what you read.
Okay.
That will prevent you from daily trauma. There is daily trauma,
Yeah.
and there is also past traumatic childhood experiences. So that's how you guys should deal with it. For listeners, I have a choice to tune into the radio station or TV station when you guys are reading the headline news.
Yeah.
And I have a choice to tune off and wait till you finish and then come back.
So that's not staying in touch with reality. You're saying that it's overrated to stay in touch with reality, to know what's happening in your country.
No, you have to be selective when it comes to anything outside you. So like the 80-20 principle. You want to spend 20 hours of the day focusing more on information about you. So you listening to the news of people who were killed at the bomb blast and how has that affected? How you understand what I'm saying? You want to spend 20 hours of the day making sure that you focus on the news about you, and then the remaining 4 hours on the other news that you cannot control. What I'm saying is spend 80% of the day thinking about news that you can control.
Yeah.
Which is every news that has to do with you. And then the remaining 4 hours on news that you can't control. So by that, you can reduce the effect of the exposure.
Okay. So let's get to number one and the final one. That's the positive information you receive from others or give to others become components of your mental health, consciousness, and it determines the kind of persons you meet daily and what they say to you.
Yes, exactly. You've been asking that question over and over again. How is it possible that I can also determine the kind of people I meet? And that's the answer. You can determine the kind of posts you see on social media. You can also determine the kind of people you meet in life.
Okay.
Through your sewa.
Your thoughts, emotions, words, and action. Okay.
So how, for example, has it happened to you before that you were thinking of somebody that you've not seen for a long time, and then you now saw the person, or the person now liked a post, or the person now sent a message?
The liking of the posting, yeah, definitely.
So what if when I wake up in the morning and I'll start thinking about, okay, this person, I want to see this person, and I think about the person. Then, okay, I want $100 million. Then I think about $100 million. If I go to print $100 million, in fact, I post $100 million, I paste it, I print it, I post it on my wall, and then I think about it. That's what they call vision boards.
Yeah.
And then you can have it on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have.
Yeah.
So I go through them, like that. So if you continue to do that, looking at those things and thinking about, because what you think about is determined by what you see, what you hear,
Mm-hmm.
what you feel,
Mm.
and then what you taste and smell.
Okay. What you think about will determine what you see, what you
No,
think
what you think about is determined by
is determined by what you taste, what you eat, what you smell,
your five senses.
by your five senses.
So if you can control, and obviously you can control it.
Mm-hmm.
So control what comes in through your five senses.
Mm-hmm.
You will ultimately control what comes in your thoughts.
Mm.
And then once you can control what comes in up in your mind, you'll be able to determine who you see,
Mm.
who you get to talk to, who you get to meet, and ultimately what you are exposed to.
Mm. Okay. Okay, so let's wrap it up nicely and just talk about like 2025 in general, and what we should be looking forward to in the year 2026.
Yeah, there should be a review of 2025,
Okay.
an objective review of how you were able to manage your mind, because everything comes back or comes down to your mind. What were the things I was able to expose my mind to,
Okay.
and how much control did I exercise over my mind?
Mm.
And then 2026 should be, how much control do I want to have over my mind? What are the things I want to put into place? What are the measures I want to put into place or put up to control my mind? Because once you can control your mind, every other aspect of your life will be well taken care of.
Once you can control your mind, every other aspect of your life will be well taken care of.
To increase productivity at the workplace, it will increase economic gains at the workplace, personal satisfaction. It will. The watchword for 2026 is respect your mind.
Respect your mind. Respect your mind. Okay.
The reason why you expose yourself to information that are not healthy. What's the definition? An unhealthy information is an information that is not in alignment with what you want. An unhealthy information is an information that you don't want a repeat of it in your life. So you want to ask yourself, this information I'm listening to, do I want it to take place in my life? If your answer is no, then don't listen to it. Don't talk about it. But if you want a repeat, or you want that situation to happen in your life, then talk about it. Then think about it. The reason is this: the dynamite that controls and that affects our lives is in the hand of our mind.
Okay.
You have to respect it. Respecting it will mean you being intentional about what you expose your mind to.
You have to be intentional about the things that you expose your mind to. Okay. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Thank you very much, Dr. Michaels.
Thank you.
Those are some lessons and gratitude from the year 2025, from the month of December and the year 2025. So excited about next year, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next year. So I'm actually going to see you next year.
I will.
I like saying that. It's just like a few days to next year, but like I'll still see you next year anyways.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for 2025, Dr. Michaels.
Thank you.
So we'll be back next week, Tuesday. And yeah, we'll kickstart 2026 in grand style, great style, good mood, good energy. That's what's going to happen. But right here and right now, before we go, of course, you can find, this conversation on Spotify, on streaming platforms at Dr. Michaels, and also on Instagram, X, and TikTok, Dr. Michaels as well. So DOCTORMICHAELS. Thank you. That's the year. It's back to the music right here on the Blast Rise on Blast Urban FM.
To talk you through